EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect. Defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll have a first down past the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
from the 39. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
94 is the over. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
This is Gordon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, check. Fresno. Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fights through him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Allen now looks to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Gordon takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 16, Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off here, the 32. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready, flag, what is that? 49's the mic. In the face. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Chargers 14, Bills
3. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Michael Batchley for the Charger field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, hold on. 94 is the mark. Hey, high 7.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check safety, check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Kill, kill, kill. Check 52. Watch, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Third and long for Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
319. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Ricky. Done. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike, 45.
Final play of the half here. Winston going up top. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And an alley to run. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. Room here to run. There goes Melvin Gordon.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 90.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
31 yards there and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
30-yard line.
Ready? You ready? I'm coming after you. Hey, go. Back. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
He's not going to get me. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. 94 is the mark. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing again. Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Ready, black 25 behind. Black 45. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. 36.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Banjo.
From the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch the shit. Wait. Easy. 45.
Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jameis again. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jameis now on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got him. Smooth. Hey, check Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. Breaks a tackle. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 times.
Now Winston. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Winston. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll walk him back half the distance. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 7.
Let's go, let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ed Oliver, his second sack of the night. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Allen being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaston, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now it's the backup Mariota. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. And even 90 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Get that ball. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Highlight. I'm here all day. 94 is the mic.
Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check 26, check 26. I got him, back to mine, I got him. Last 10.
Now Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 94 is the mic, 94 is the mic.
Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56, 56. Hey. 4 down. Bravo. 94 is the mic, 94 is the mic.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And that's caught inside the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can.
took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off, a hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do it, got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.